All right, we're going to be talking about the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight incident, whatever. For me personally, I had no stakes in this, whatever, scheme, bet, whatever, fight. I don't know what it was. I didn't see it, right? Some people think it's rigged. Possibly. It could have been. Sure. Maybe. That being said, what I really thought was cool about it was the advertisement, because the advertisements were all over the place, very high quality, had many people invested into this. And apparently it set humanity back 1,000 years. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul.
Jake Paul gets to walk the rest of his days on earth saying, hey, guess what? I don't only think I can beat Mike Tyson, I beat Mike Tyson.
Buy that merch. Buy that merch. Buy that merch. Buy that merch.
Next time I see Kendra, I'm ripping her head off. Do it. She doesn't know who she's messing with.
Yeah.
Hey, Lisa. Oh my God.
Remember, it's not about where you start. It's about how you finish. These are two different people. Like, yeah, you could laugh at him what he did in his past. Look at him now. He's laughing. But yeah, you can keep making fun of him. Like, sure, it's cool to make fun of people. Like, it's just how life is.
There's a shotgun I bought. It's in the bottom cabinet hidden behind things. Kill me.
Whoa! He's wearing a Fudoishi. A Fudoshi. Oh, the stink face. Rakishi Jones. That's crazy. Bro, why is this on the screen?
Screen says it's an unimplemented trap, but the error code is wrong. It's a system error.
It worked last night. It worked the night before that. It worked 3 hours ago.
Not working now.
Fix it.
I can't.
Who's the person who can?
I'm the person who can, and I can't.
Oh, damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, extraterrestrials, we are living in the worst timeline. It is
for y'all, not for me.
no longer a dialogue, it is a fact. Ice Spice has been reduced to ice water.
Ice water. Wait, what? Hold on. Time out.
Ice Spice
She was doing this on live?
has been reduced to ice water.
That's crazy.
How does Fortnite add 2 versions of you
She got into Fortnite? Oh, damn. She definitely in her bag.
to the game and neither of them have the Annie haircut? I don't understand how that happens. This is why I need to be emperor of the world, because shit would be done properly.
Oh,
We
yeah?
have people inserting themselves into politics.
Oh, Cardi B actually made it. You know what? It's crazy because I remember she was talking about politics like, what, 4 or 5 years ago? And everybody was like, man, what do you know about politics? But hey, here she is, man. Hey, you guys put her up here.
That have no business being there. And we had Hawk Tour costumes for Halloween.
And spit on that thing.
There
Sensational.
were millions of dollars
NPCs.
fame in a podcast.
Fucking sucks. I want to kill myself.
You want to know when I knew Mike Tyson would lose?
This motherfucker Drake bet $355,000 on Mike Tyson.
Oh, yeah.
Man never wins bets. Whatever
Oh.
you bet, I guarantee the opposite will happen. Mike being 4 years from being eligible for Social Security also had a
That don't help.
Man, there's almost like a sense of disappointment in the room.
Why?
Why?
27-year-old beating a 58-year-old is
Bro, yes, like he's 50.
disappointing. A 58-year-old who, when he was 57, was seen using a cane and was also in several instances pictured in a wheelchair this year, which ironically happened to be around or near the time he had an ulcer flare-up, which caused the Sodom and Gomorrah to get pushed back instead of canceled.
I'm ready whenever you are. This is too big of an opportunity. I think this fight's going to change the world.
I mean, hey, the world.
Y'all be entertained by bullshit. You know what I'm
For,
saying?
But he had
that's real, bro. Kodak said that. That's real.
that shit on, though, when he walked into the arena. I must
Nah, he got it on. He got it
The
on
same
him.
people who were complaining about how bad this fight was were also complaining about the Logan Paul and Mayweather fight. Look at the top
Logan Paul. Oh, yeah. What happened there?
comment. The real winners are the people who didn't pay for the fight. Now fast forward
Real
to
shit.
the present day. Look at the top comment.
That's
The real winners are
crazy.
the ones who didn't watch the fight. Quick
That's me.
sidebar, This Netflix stream was so bad.
Oh, it was
the
broken?
action was still going, but the fight wasn't.
That's
See
crazy.
Mike early. I can't see shit. I apologize for the screaming issue. Anyway, regardless of those 2 comments, you see the disturbing. You see the similarities here. Stop buying into this nonsense and malarkey. You will always.
They can't. They can't. Legitimately. Like, I'm talking to the guy that created this video. People can't stop being entertained by the bullshit because that's all they've been fed. It takes everybody else themselves to get out of the bullshit, bro. I got books back here. You feel me? Like it takes other stuff. Like you gotta purposely put yourself in a situation to where you're not entertained by it. Like I didn't even know the fight was happening today. I didn't care because I went to go live my own life. And then when the fight ended, I'm over here getting messages. Oh, did you see the fight? Oh, did you see the fuck no, I didn't see it. Why would I care about that shit when I have my own life to live? Right? But that's to each his own. If you didn't care about doing something else and you only wanted to see this, well, congratulations. You got to see parts of it, I guess. Apparently it was laggy.
Disappointed. These are non-fights. These are non-spectacles. These are heavyweight clown shows. I have been praying on this fight's downfall for the better part of 8 months.
I see.
Those prayers, unfortunately, have gone to the same bin as my prayers to be with Doja Cat.
I see.
Spam folder.
Oh!
I didn't even get to watch it in real time because the buffering was moving like 1 frame per 5 minutes, so I turned it off. But when I saw the fight, I then had to go and watch Mike's old fights to cleanse my soul of the bile I witnessed. Mike was out here fighting 4 opponents simultaneously. Jake Paul, rheumatoid arthritis, shingles, and sciatica. Maybe, I don't know. The announcers and people are making...
He was fighting another one. Age. And age gets to everybody.
Excuses. I was like, oh yeah, he could still go the distance. He could still, like...
Okay.
Could we please stop?
Give him some energy.
This? He shouldn't have been in the ring in the first place.
100% I agree.
Everybody in charge of
100% I agree.
Should be jailed immediately.
100%.
From
well,
the announcers.
I definitely think they definitely set themselves up to be put under a lot of scrutiny because, yes, again, this is 50-year-old Mike Tyson. It doesn't matter if it's Mike Tyson. Like, bro, if Muhammad Ali was still alive, there'd be some people be like, oh, yeah, we should have Mike fight Muhammad Ali. Like, you guys trying to see old people beat each other up. Old people, these are old people. They should be relaxing. They should be retired. They should be enjoying the other parts of their lives, not the previous careers that they had and just bringing it back up because you want to be entertained, because you feel like, oh, man, he did it before. Why can't he do it now? He can't do it now because he's 50. Bro, how about you get 50 years old and I throw your ass into a ring and see how well you do? Like, what is this?
The training staff, the
this
fans
is crazy.
who attended as well.
This is not a safe sport.
Should be incarcerated. Bro says this.
Damn, hold on.
Fans who attended as well. The ring.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Lexi Williams, shoot, I ain't gonna lie. We don't throw her in jail. Like, hey, no,
should be incarcerated. Bro says this, but he still watched the fight. Put me in jail too. All
there
of
it is.
With a RICO charge.
There it is.
I'm only watching this because
you're not as bad.
Asking if I was going to watch it because they wanted it. I have to provide for the people. The people.
Bullshit.
People dictate something. I must do so. That is my lot in life. If it wasn't for that, I would not be watching this fight.
Yeah, okay, sure, bucko.
Let me put my raw, seething hatred aside for this affair and just look at it for what the fight is. Mike's only chance was if he knocked Jake Paul out in the first round. After round 2, this man was a ghost of himself. He was straight shrink wrapped. He's Tyson. Therein lies 2 scenarios in what we saw take place. Either one, of course, of what has already been stated, he is too old to even be there. Or 2, he's holding back and he's trying to go the distance and not hit Jake too much because he got 1 good hit on Jake in round 1, and that was the best hit he got on him all night. One of them anyway. He had an uppercut on him around round 4 or 5, something like that. So because of these 2 hits, there are people saying this was rigged, this is set up, this, that, and the other. I kept hearing the announcers. I think one of them was Roy Jones Jr. or somebody. Correct me if I'm wrong. They were saying his footwork doesn't look good. His legs don't look right. He looks winded. His reflexes are off. He was breathing heavily. There is simply more evidence at play to being what he is, a retired boxing 58-year-old man with some long-standing health issues that have occurred in the past year or so. Than him just simply not trying as hard and not trying to
He's
not
just old
because we need this payday. I think people have their fights confused. That was the Logan Paul and Mayweather fight.
No,
that
for real.
one Mayweather clearly slept Logan in the middle of that fight and stood that man back up and said, wait, I ain't hit you that hard now. This ain't going according to plan. After the first 2 rounds, Mike looked completely gassed. It was then Jake Paul's fight. All he has to do is just stay in it, get a couple jabs here and there, and he's going to come out the victor because he's getting more hits on Mike than Mike is on him. But there also exists 2 scenarios with Jake. Either one, they're both in on it and they're not trying to hit each other too hard, but they're trying to keep up appearances. Or 2, Jake was so scared of getting hit once by Mike, he just didn't want to completely wail on him or make himself open to a full-on attack. Proof of this is when you see Jake go back to his corner, you've got his trainer saying, come on, Jake, use your jab. Be fast now, be quick. He's too slow. His reflexes are off. You can do whatever you want to him. And Jake proceeds to not do any of that. And if he did try, it makes him look even worse, because if you're having this many problems against a 58-year-old well past his prime Mike Tyson, what the hell do you expect to do against fighters in their prime who are actually in the boxing circuit, i.e. Canelo Alvarez, who you've called out?
Stop. He called out Canelo? Stop.
Repeatedly.
Stop, bro. Stop, bro. He's gassing himself up way too much, bro.
Everyone is next on the list. So, I'm not even going to call out specific names, but...
How about Canelo? You said Canelo this week.
Canelo needs me, so I'm not even going to try and call him out, but...
Huh?
Eventually
What?
want to take down Canelo Alvarez.
Oh, you said that already.
People think I'm crazy, but they also thought I was crazy when I was going to go to fight Nate Robinson.
What you just
said. Who? Like, bro, who? That's the first time I've ever heard Nate Robinson and Canelo Alvarez in the same sentence, bro.
Is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Jake Paul getting in there versus Mike Tyson.
Oh, shit.
You and
that's funny.
That fight going down in July.
Not at all. Not at all.
Not really. Not even interested.
No.
Do you think it's good for boxing? Not good for boxing?
No. I think Netflix is good for boxing, but at that special fight, I think Netflix is doing something wrong there. The Netflix being involved, yes, is good, but no in that kind of fights. I think it's more show than a fight.
Real shit. And that's facts. That's absolute facts. Like, yeah, Netflix is good to be in boxing because Netflix has a lot of money and they could generate more wealth for the fighters and for the organization as a whole. That being said, Netflix is going to turn the actual legitimate fighting sport of boxing into a circus. It will just be a show. And at that point, where is the real substance for warriors? Because that is what these fighting combat sports are for. It's not for you. It's not for the other normal people. It's for people that enjoy inflicting harm. It's for people that want to prove themselves. And it's for other people that want to chase the glory. The people that want to be on top, right? That's what Jake is doing. He wants the glory. He's glory chasing. But to be a warrior and to be into the sport and the actual harm of boxing, like, yes, that takes a different level. Which I'm sure Jake is fine with, throwing punches and getting punched. But there are other people that are in fighting because that's all they know. Jake never had to he never had to choose boxing. He chose it because he enjoys the sport. There are people that chose boxing because that's their life, because that is all they know. And that's all they will ever know is boxing. There is no YouTube. There is no Netflix. There is no extra stuff. It's fight and kill or die trying. And not everybody has that in them. And that's what's going to happen if you have Netflix try and come out here to try and turn it into like more of a circus act, right? They're going to be like, oh, don't go so hard. Don't do this. Make sure the person doesn't get injured. Because how can you run a show like Netflix, right? How can you have an organization that's focused on entertainment and then they go in to record some shit and then somebody gets knocked out and they have a CTE, right? They have a brain injury and now they can no longer fight. What happens with the contract? What happens with the entertainment? All that stuff is going to be thrown out the window. So it's in their best incentive for their fighters to not fight so hard. So yeah, obviously Netflix being in the boxing world or whatever sporting world is great because of money, revenue, views, and shit like that. But when it comes to the actual pride in the sport, in the blood, in the sweat, in the history behind fighting, that is something that is going to get watered down by having corporations like Netflix involved with the sport. Plus, I'm not saying like boxing hasn't already watered itself down. I'm pretty sure like there are people that like, bro, we've already talked about boxing several times when it comes to the organization and people within it. Bro, shout out to TJ Loves Fights, bro. That guy knows what he's talking about. Let's continue.
Cease and desist. There needs to be a line drawn somewhere. Once this foolish charade was over, people over here adding Canelo. Canelo's being mentioned.
Stop.
He's being highly tweeted about.
Stop.
If you are one of these people,
Stop.
please stop.
Stop.
Do not legitimize
Stop.
buffoonery. And I know the only reason why you're doing it is because you're starved. You've
For
been
entertainment.
left unfulfilled by this garbage they keep peddling to you. You don't know what good.
Bro, you guys are so wrapped up into this shit. Like everybody's like, "Oh, Nate Robinson is gonna knock Jake Paul out, and or Floyd Mayweather's gonna knock Logan." Like you guys hate the Paul brothers so much that you are being led like cattle. It doesn't matter if you like them or hate them. Just if you really don't like them, don't watch them. That will actually hurt them, but you hate them so much. You're seething with anger so much over people you don't even know. You just don't like the shenanigans that you see from them, and you don't like the stuff that's coming out of their mouths, and you don't like hearing it. Well, you could actually not listen to it, and it wouldn't affect you anyway. But hey, what do I know? You know, I'm just somebody that's not invested into this shit anyway. It's just something that came from the Discord. Link in the description. Join the Discord.
Food is anymore. You've been given slop and spam to eat for years now, and your stomach craves something better, but you just don't know what it is. It's not this though. The magic that existed back in the day, people wanted here and now. They want that. They want to replicate.
That was a good slip.
But this is not the way. We've gone from elite, peak physical athletes.
Down goes Frazier.
Demigods facing off against one another for the title of greatest in the world, to TikTokers and influencers fighting fossils.
They're fighting for clout.
Get knocked out. Find you something else better to do. Get out.
Yes, bro. Go do
you
something.
To hate him, so he keeps getting put in better and better positions to make
exactly
more money.
Yes.
No matter what type of anticipation you may have or want and desire to see this occur, answer me this: when has a Paul brother ever been a part of something good? I'll wait.
Is this possibly the last time for you?
I don't think so.
You've got more in you. Who comes to mind?
Maybe his brother.
You want to fight Logan? Logan, I think he said you might be next.
It's not hard to die. I could do it like right now.
Bro, that random that random ass freaking moment from damn Childish Gambino. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, say humanity back. Yeah, again, I've already said everything I needed to say. Obviously, it's a disgrace to the sport, and it's disgrace to humanity in general. I'd agree. Yeah, you're having a 50-year-old man out here fighting. Who knows why Mike Tyson is fighting? Maybe he misses fighting. I don't know. Maybe he misses the glory days. I don't know, right? He's 50 years old. He's had titles. He's had the belt. He's had people cheer for him, call him the greatest to ever live, right? He's gone through jail, had all these other things happen to him in his history. Who knows at this point? Maybe, yes, he is fighting for more glory, or maybe he's trying to prove it within himself that he still got what it takes. Maybe he doesn't like aging, or maybe he's looking for a payday. Maybe he's behind on some debt. Maybe all this other stuff, and it's all coming together for him to say, yeah, let's fight Jake, and then let's fight his brother. Like, for me, it's a damn shame. You know, I'd say give the guy a break. Like, Mike, bro, what you're doing with your podcast, hotboxing, I think that shit's amazing, bro. I honestly just don't want to see you in the ring anymore. I don't want to see an old man fighting. For what? You don't need to do it. Like, maybe he's trying to prove it to himself. I have no idea. But again, he doesn't need to prove himself. He is Mike Tyson, and if anything, like, he is, you know, ruining his legacy. I would agree. Like, yeah, you're throwing yourself into the ring, and for what reason? No reason at all. You don't, like, even if you won against Jake, what does that prove? What would that have proved? Like, that was a no-win scenario except for the payday. There was a no-win scenario. Like, yeah, you beat Jake Paul. Like, of course you beat Jake Paul. You're Mike Tyson. You lost to Jake Paul. Well, you're 50 years old. Of course you lost to Jake Paul, right? What was the win? What was the gain besides the payday? Besides having everybody invested in some shit that didn't really matter, unless the government had all this set up. Oh, oh, and then Donald Trump got elected. Oh, that's crazy. Now nobody's paying attention to what he's doing because they're so busy watching the fight. Damn, that's wild. But it is what it is. You guys aren't going to even pay attention to it anyway. You're too busy looking for the next thing to entertain you. Anyways, it's your boy KhunShawn, giving you guys some enlightenment and some wisdom, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Great video, Commissioner Dynamo. That's a cool name, Commissioner Dynamo. Pretty cool name. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one, man. Y'all be safe. Peace.